With official news and announcements of the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Scarlett being far and few between, we're pretty much just left with speculation. And the last few weeks have been an interesting one for speculating on what might be possible PS5 features based on leaks for patent filings from Sony. Yes, we've gotten to the point where patent filings are very interesting. Let's jump into them. First up, a patent filing from Sony for an AI assistant, which is inventively called PlayStation Assist. Nobody sprained any muscles on that one. The patent, titled Voice Help System Using Artificial Intelligence, is described as a system to offer assistance to players in an attempt to stop them from rage quitting. The patent reads, with higher processing power, video games are becoming more complex and expansive. However, with the increased complexity, users may find it increasingly difficult to navigate through and/or complete the video game. PlayStation Assist would respond to users' queries about how to progress when stuck, with assistance delivered either in-game or via a companion device, such as a mobile. So some examples given in the patent: you ask PlayStation Assist where the nearest health pack is, and it will automatically mark it on the minimap for you. Or maybe you're having particular trouble defeating a boss, it will give you on-screen video instructions or controller inputs or tips and tricks on how to progress. As somebody who's recently been getting into the cruel and unforgiving world of classic arcade games, this just seems like the complete other end of the spectrum, like hand-holding players. Next, another feature which has been leaked through patents of the PlayStation 5's controller is something called scene tagging. So let's kind of compare it to tags on a YouTube video. Essentially, it talks about using metadata to describe aspects of captured gameplay, such as details about where the recording or screenshot was taken, as well as who and what objects are included in it. The associated metadata would 1. Allow users to search among various uploaded user-generated content, and 2. Search within portions of the user-generated content for a particular subsection of interest. Which, yeah, as I mentioned, you use tags in YouTube to describe what's in your video content, and people searching on those terms will be brought to your video. So in a similar system, that's how you're going to find user-generated content. Furthermore, the metadata associated with the user-generated content will allow viewers to experience the same events that were recorded. So reading that, it kind of sounds like Stadia's state share feature, or at least what we think the state share feature should be. Obviously, we didn't get it at launch. So it sounds like using that metadata, it would allow you to search for other user-generated content, maybe of somebody who's progressed past a difficult part of a level, and you want to put yourself within that to see exactly how they did it. Or on a more Stadia side of it, it sounds like it will allow you to set up very specific in-game conditions, save that state and share it to challenge other people to complete what you've set up. But it doesn't sound like it ends there. The patent goes on to hint at maybe some biometric features of the PlayStation 5's controller. The controller may additionally or alternatively be designed to capture biometric readings using sensors in the remote to record data, including, for example, skin moisture, heart rhythm, and muscle movement. If that is the case, then number 1, ew. That's way more data than Google has ever collected on me. But on the plus side, they may be able to send me a notification that says, go see a doctor, you have heart arrhythmia. But on the other side of it, my gamer brain looks at it and it goes back to that element of competition. Again, where you could set up possibly the hardest conditions in a game, upload the state, and then the challenge then becomes, can other people complete it while being not sweaty? Like, who could stay the calmest while completing that challenge? All I know is we're getting closer to that toilet in the island that analyzes your pee and tells you to stop eating bacon. And lastly, we have an answer from an industry insider on what the hell this was. The cartridge render was discovered among some other recent Sony patents and had people speculating, are Sony going back to a cartridge game design system? That's weird. Or could it be an external SSD? Well, the answer is no. This one can just be filed away as hype. The cartridge was actually just a patent for the Sony toy.
Today, Junior?
Which just looks like a kid's learning toy using blocks and some kind of circular controller, but it's not PlayStation 5, so we're not interested. But that's all from me. So if you enjoyed this video, found it somewhat helpful, a like rating would be appreciated. If you have not already, remember to subscribe to the channel. And as always, I shall see you in the next one.